Today we're going to be darting and transporting 5 rhinos from this park. Overpopulation is as bad for rhinos and other species as poaching is, to be perfectly honest, because they stop breeding. It's a kind of trigger that goes off when there are too many of them. So we're taking 5 out of this park, darting them and transporting them 5 hours away. So it'll be quite a day.
But first one has to drive like Billio across the bounciest country you've ever seen. At least the sight of the zebra makes it more interesting than it otherwise would be, because it was hell, I can tell you. And then we see the helicopter, and in gets one of the vets with his dart gun, and very, very quickly they find a rhino and start chasing it. I don't know if you can see it. It's just under the helicopter here. It gets shot about this moment, and it starts to lag behind under the helicopter. Can you see it? And there's no time to dignity, because we've got to run to that spot to find the poor little rhino. And there he is. And there's really very little time now. He's been tranquilized, but it's not good for him. And they don't want it to stay in his system for very long. So there's a great deal to do. A huge amount of medical attention for all the little wounds and things that rhinos get anywhere, just to make sure that he's okay. Injected in the feet, in the face. They cover him up. I think that's to stop light getting into the eyes. I'm not quite sure. Or maybe it's just because it's somehow politer. Everyone's scrambling, as you can see, to get pictures. And although she looks as if she's just a tourist, she's not. She's part of the park that's going to receive her. There's another injection and another one. And there's some pretty undignified things going on to the poor creature, as you will see in a moment. It's very important to keep the animal nice and wet, because their metabolism is rather compromised by all those tranquilizers, and they can lose fluids. So it's a bit like a shark or a dolphin being transported in a way. And I fear that we all know exactly where that thermometer is going. At the other end, the ear is notched for identification. And yes, we were right. Undignified. You can probably hear drilling going on and see it going on. It's right into the horn. The idea is to drill a cavity which will fit the homing device, little radio. There you can see them trying. I think it's not quite big enough the hole yet, so they're going to have to do a little more drilling. There we go. Voila. They need to drill right up the length of it too to fit the aerial, so the homing device has a chance of being received. Everything's getting ready for the difficult moment now. We don't want an angry, awake rhino.
I don't know why, but it makes me want to cry when I see all this care going into an animal.
Indeed, there is something intensely moving to me about the way everybody works together for the sake of this important and splendid animal that has no idea that all this is being done for its own benefit. And I am incredibly impressed by the efficiency of this team of veterinarians and park rangers and others. They really know what they're doing. They're helped by Benson here, who directs them with great aplomb. Everything has to be very carefully done now. This is the stage where they're about to inject a kind of anti-sedative into the rhino. And while this is going on, I'm given a very remarkable present.
I'm really very touched because the veterinary team working on that rhino behind me, they just gave me this. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. It's the notch out of her ear. It's slightly macabre, but very beautiful. But that's a piece of black rhino I shall keep as a memento.
Everything happens very quickly now. The vet gets ready the stimulant. Everybody makes sure they've got good purchase on the rhino. And before you can blink, the animal wakes up. It's extraordinary how quickly it responds to these drugs. In it goes, and I counted about 40 seconds, and I stupidly turned off the video recorder, my little flip, and suddenly, there it is. It's awake, it's been pushed in, and the door is being closed. It doesn't have a chance, really, to know what's going on. But gosh, it is cross. All manner of things could go wrong now, but fortunately they don't. They really do, as I say, know what they're doing, this team. There's a 5 or 6 hour journey ahead, all the way to Oljogi, the park where the rhino is going to be released. And I hope to bring you a little footage of that later on. Meanwhile, on goes the crate to the lorry. I shan't keep my ear. It's against the law to take any part of an endangered species out of Kenya, quite rightly. Phew, well there we are, one crated rhino. What a morning. Thanks very much for tuning in, and catch you later. All the best, bye-bye.